What are you afraid of? What is stopping you from taking the next step in your life? For taking that chance to speaking your truth, to stepping fully into your power and your knowing, to doing the thing that is calling you, the thing that you know and identify with soulfully, but have either avoided it or have made excuses of why you haven't acknowledged it. What is that thing and what is stopping you? And then remove it from your life so that you can move forward fearlessly. Don't fear the unknown. Don't fear the things that pop up. You've survived this far in a matrix designed to suffocate and stagnate you, and it didn't work. So do you think that moving forward, now that you have the awareness and the foresight to see the illusion, you think that you're in a worse place? Absolutely not. You hold discernment. Now use your voice, step into your power, and be fearless. Weren't they? Yeah. At first I thought they were coyotes, but I don't think so. They look like that's some little white-tailed deer. Hi, and welcome back. It is November the 29th, 2025, about 5:30 at night, totally blackout again. We haven't had an opportunity to go out during the day, and it's funny how much I take summer for granted because we spend so much time outside, and you can be out in the summer until like 10 o'clock at night and have it bright and lovely to be able to walk around. Right now, we were just driving in and we came across some, what I first thought were coyotes because they were so small, but they look like some white-tailed deer. And it just reminds me of how we take nature for granted, going out and doing the things that we do and just expecting in a way to have daylight or to not have any kind of threat against us, that we can just go about our business and we'll be fine, we'll be safe. And then I also remind myself that that's not everyone's experience. It's just how I have internalized the world. And I'm very well aware of the dangers that exist. And that meme that's gone around that says, asking a woman, would they rather be alone with a bear or a man that they don't know? And I guess that's why I feel safe when I come out to the woods, because the only time I'm concerned, as you've noticed in my other videos, is if I come across someone who is also outside and is unknown and in a strange location. And oftentimes when I've been out, obviously it is someone who has a gun or something like that. So it's just a reminder. It's a reminder again of our perspective and how we see the world. And to also still maintain that level of discernment and awareness that threat still lingers. Whether or not we pretend not to see it, or we choose not to see it, or we're just not experiencing it, I continue to be mindful and aware and pay attention, but I don't live in fear. I don't live in fear that the thing is going to happen to me. I was just at Costco and had to pick up a few things and running through the line. And this fella in front of me made a comment that basically, you know, the line was so long and he had no hope, and he suggested that he was going down with the ship. In other words, like, it just was like pointless. And then yesterday I was meeting with someone who also experiences that their worldview has always been hardship. That's how they see it. They don't see it as the thing that has actually transformed them. Of course, it was hard. And of course, there was suffering, and you felt deep emotion, and you likely felt pain. But reflecting back upon that moment is the thing that causes you pain, instead of seeing the moment as a pivot point, as a trigger for your transformation. And I said to the fella in the line, I just said, I 100% believe that more people are going to come on. We're going to have a number of different tills open, and we're just going to move through this so quickly. And he laughed at me. And right after I said that, a woman came up and said, would you like your cart pre-scanned? Another till opened up. People moved into it. I was out in less than 3 minutes. And it is once again how you speak your world into existence, and to not get caught up on the other parts, like I was saying in my last video, of this energetic attacks and density that just are trying to bring you down. You're aware of what is happening. You don't have to pretend or ignore. It's the fact that you are focusing on the thing that you choose to see and that you want to see, rather than some other co-creation that is not yours. And find your way through that. That's what a spiritual journey is. You're burned out into awakening, you crack open, and then you say to yourself, okay, what now? How do I move forward from this? Because you survived a lot to get to that point, which means that you have the capacity, and that now you're seeing things much more clearly, and you're making choices from a very informed and soulful place. And then you move yourself in a way that fits you, fits the real you, the soulful you. And don't get caught up on that other stuff. And don't listen to the negativities and the banter. Just don't do it. There's no value for you. And as I say all of this, I can hear all the naysayers and all the negativity, and oh my God, because that's who I have been surrounded by my entire life, and making me the problem, making it so that I'm just a, person wearing rose-colored glasses, or, I'm just so naive, when reality is, what is naive about seeing the world as it's been created? Not by me. I'm seeing the world. And then I am creating another world in which I choose to exist within. Trusting and knowing and having faith that others are doing the same. And that co-creation of lifting and elevating rather than stifling and suffocating, that the matrix that we've just escaped, because as again, the way I see it, because I'm a visual person, is there's many matrix layers, right? Each one has its own frequency. And as one of my earliest videos identified, the God frequency, gamma over delta, the capitalistic, investment thinking, money-minded, patriarchal, all of these systems and structures that are dense and heavy, and they have this top-down approach. Oligarchies. That's not the matrix. that I would choose to co-create within. I existed within it. I survived it just like you did. And so moving forward, I'm in a whole nother layer. I'm in a whole nother layer. And quite honestly, I have always believed that if you follow your authentic self and that you shift and you move and you adapt and you're more fluid, that money and your needs and resources, which is not the goal, connection, authentic connection is the goal. All of the things that you need will just be delivered to you so that you can continue to co-create and make that authentic connection. And I have been laughed at when I talk about this and belittled because others want to make you stay fucking small so that your light doesn't shine as bright as it's meant to. So shine your fucking light and screw the patriarchy. And all of those people who laughed at you and belittled you and diagnosed you and pinpointed you as the problem. Why do people do that? It's because they're afraid of you. Don't be afraid of yourself. Embrace your power, embrace your gifts, embrace your voice and use it. Stand firm in knowing who you are and what you want. And move yourself away from any energy that seeks to suck you down and make you feel less than you truly are. Fuck those energies. Move away from it. Do anything that you can to make yourself feel confident and strong. And if that includes speaking your truth on a forum like this that's still controlled within the matrix of gamma over delta, do it, but do it in your own way. Don't be like the dance monkey dance where it's puppet on a string. Do it in your own way. When it strikes you, when you feel like it. The more people who do that and speak authentically, the more systems will have to respond because they still want to have that engagement. And if you change what that engagement looks like, guess who's going to have to catch up? It's not going to be you. All right. Enough of my rant. Happy to do it. Until next time, everyone. Stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you really soon. Bye.